Awesome. All right. So, hey everyone, hope your virtual frosh is going amazing. My name is Matthew, and this year I'm the president of the Gina Cody Entrepreneurship Society, or GCES for short. And I'm here with Julia, who you'll meet later in the presentation, who's our VP Internal. So the purpose of this presentation, we're going to be talking about who we are, what we do, why we're doing it, and how it pertains to all of you. So let's hop right into it. Oh, there we go. So who are we? We are Concordia's community for entrepreneurial-minded engineering and computer science students. And this is our first year of existence. So we're pretty excited. So why did we start this? Well, first off, because you're all bright individuals who could change the world. And it's our mission to make sure you have the tools and confidence to do so. So engineers are people that build things. And we truly believe that you all have the potential to leave a dent in this world and create something amazing through entrepreneurship. So that's the first reason why we're here. The second reason is because we noticed that there's a gap at the Gina Cody School. So what do we mean by this? Well, basically we looked around in Montreal at the other universities, and there's a strong culture and spirit of entrepreneurship, whether it be through student-led initiatives or the school itself providing education on the topic. There's something there, whereas if you go to Concordia, you might find that at JMSB. But here at the Gina Cody School, it's not so present. So we're here to fill that gap. So let's dig a little deeper into what all of this means and how we're going to be doing that. So our goal is to educate, nurture, and connect. So what does this mean? Well, first off, education. We want to grow your entrepreneurial toolbox through presentations, workshops, panel discussions, and much more. We want to nurture the spirit and culture of entrepreneurship through all these events, through networking events, through connecting you with people in the industry. And that ties into our third point of connect, where we want to host networking events and help you connect with other like-minded student innovators, as well as leaders in the Montreal industry to help you take your idea to the next level. So let's get right into events. In terms of events, we have our first one on September 17th, which is a speed friending event. Now, if you're a first year, which I'm guessing basically all of you are, I highly recommend this event. It's definitely difficult to meet people virtually, and we're hoping to make that easier through this event. And we're going to be teaming up with CSCE, SES, and potentially some more societies for it. So it's going to be a great turnout. The next event we're going to be hosting is September 18th and 24, which is going to be an info session. So if you missed the first one, come to the second, and vice versa. So if you're interested by what you hear in this presentation today, definitely check out that info session to learn more about us. Our last event of September will be a conversation with Gina Cody about entrepreneurship. So Gina Cody is a really inspiring person, has an incredible story. So definitely check that out if you want to hear more about it. Later in the semester, we'll be hosting The Basics, which will be a 3-part series diving into the basics of entrepreneurship. So for example, one of them could be coming up with a good idea and validating it. And next, once you do have that good idea, what are the next steps? What do you do? We'll also be hosting a Q&A with an entrepreneur where you can learn about their failures, successes, and what they learned from it all, which is crucial information. And lastly, competitions where you could gain real-world entrepreneurial experience. So this is the calendar for the month of September that you can find on our website. And we try to keep this as up-to-date as possible. So definitely keep checking that and you'll stay up to date. Now I'm going to pass it off to our VP Internal, Julia, to talk about our events and how you could get involved.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, nice to meet everyone. I'm Julia. So attending our events is super simple. First and foremost, you can like our Facebook page. Here's a QR code that you guys can scan. Otherwise, you can always search us, GCES, Gina Cody Entrepreneurship Society. It's probably the best way to stay in touch with the events we're going to be hosting, that and the ECA newsletter. Next, we're going to ask you to get a free ticket. All of our events are going to be free and virtual. We just ask you to reserve your spot so that we don't have people canceling last minute. And last but not least, you can just join from wherever you are. Join from your backyard, your bed, your home, the library, wherever, your phone on the street. We don't mind as long as you attend and you learn something from it. So getting involved, unfortunately for this year, we've already filled our council, but doesn't mean that there aren't other ways that you can get to know us, get to know the other people that are part of GCES. First and foremost, you can always attend events. This is probably the best way to get involved. You'll learn a lot because we're hoping to have a lot of lectures and workshops that should help you. Then you can always introduce yourself, say hi, get to know us, get to know the other student entrepreneurs at Concordia. And last, you can join our GCS community Slack. So here's another QR code. You could also search our workspace. It's gcscommunity.slack.com. Here's where we're going to be posting news about the startup scene in Montreal, entrepreneurship around the world. We hope that you join the discussion and comment and add news yourself, maybe share ideas, get to know other people. It's a great way to network, and it's the best way that we can try to communicate with each other, considering the fact that it's all going to be virtual. Last but not least, we're really proud to introduce our resource hub. This is something that we've added to our website. So you can find our website, gcsconcordia.wordpress.com. Our resource hub is a work in progress. So as the year progresses and we find more resources, more links, more useful things to share with you, we're going to be updating regularly. This is like an idea of ours to try to help connect you to entrepreneurship in a way that's simple. I think often we think entrepreneurship, we think of daunting words and we're unsure. And so here you can find information about what the school is hosting. You can find information about maybe funding or financing other competitions hosted at universities across Montreal, useful links like getting to know D3 and other Concordia initiatives. Definitely check that out if you're interested more in entrepreneurship and getting involved. Last, I'm going to introduce our team. So you've already met Matthew. He's going to be our president for the year. That's me in the middle. I'm going to be VP internal. So that means I'm going to be dealing with communication within the school, other societies, other faculties. Victor is our VP external. So he's dealing with communication outside of the school, maybe dealing with entrepreneurs, sponsors, lecturers, etc. We have Michael. Michael's our VP marketing. So if you guys have been already following our Facebook posts, he's been the one creating them. Thomas is our VP events. He is our principal lead when it comes to all things events, which is a huge responsibility considering most of our society is going to be event-based this year. And last but not least, we have Nicole, who's our creative director. So any kind of artwork you've seen, our logos, our design work on our Facebook, even this presentation, almost all of it has been created by Nicole. She's fantastic. So last is, if you have any questions, you can always reach us on Facebook. We're always going to be answering, albeit maybe sometimes a little bit late, but we'll always get back to you. Or you can send us an email at contact.gces@ecaconcordia.ca. If you don't have any questions and you just want to introduce yourself, definitely feel free to do that as well. And if you're just curious about anything related to Concordia, engineering, we're all from different backgrounds, civil, mechanical, aerospace, software. We've been at the school for a while, and we can definitely answer all of your questions.
Awesome. Yep, so that's it for our presentation. So I don't know if you guys wanted to do a Q&A or how it works, but that's it for our slides.
Ethan's asking, what's the link for the Slack again? The workspace, so Thomas posted the link. Otherwise, our workspace is gcescommunity.slack.com.
I'm going to go get it and I'll post it in the chat so everyone has it.
Maybe post it in the Discord as well, so it's more like everlasting.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Maybe
Is the Discord where is the Discord where everybody's popping?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I was on the Zoom chat talking to myself.
Yeah, you have a channel. Each society has a channel specific to them. Maybe you could elaborate more on the events for another 10 minutes.
Sure. Go ahead, Matt.
Thomas, since you're here, would you want to do that since you are the VP?
Yeah, can I introduce the basics or are we still keeping that a little secret?
Go for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume you guys can see me. So essentially what we've decided is we see that it's pretty like Julia said, it's pretty daunting to see all startups, entrepreneurship, a bunch of terms, business, money, you know, it gets kind of complicated. And so what we want to do is really break it down to the most basic level. And so we're going to be hosting a series of events called The Basics. And so during The Basics, we're going to have industry leaders talking about really what are the first steps you want to take when you're going to go ahead and start a business or start a startup, and what are the most important things to do. So usually it's very important to build, I don't know, a sneak peek, but you really want to build a good product and want to make sure that you're providing value. And we're going to be hosting a bunch of events to make sure that we can show you how you can take those skills. So as engineers, you know, we have all that knowledge, but how can we take that knowledge and really put it to good use and provide value to people? And, you know, that's what entrepreneurship is. That's what startups is. That's what startups are. And so, yeah, it's going to be a really fun initiative. Like the Montreal ecosystem is really popping for entrepreneurship and startups. And personally, I really recommend if anybody is remotely interested in startups, you know, maybe you're still asking yourself questions. I think it's honestly one of the best ways to meet up with people. It's you want to get to know people who are like-minded, right? And so, like at the beginning of my university degree, I wasn't too sure, but by getting involved and coming to these events, that's how I met people. And like, hopefully one day I get to start a startup with the people I met through these events. So yeah, it's a strong recommend. The Basics, we're going to be hosting 3 events in the fall in that series. And they're going to be like workshop style, taking you through the idea phase, the validation phase, building your product, getting your first users. So it's going to be really fun. If anybody's remotely interested, like the Slack is where we're going to be having our community. And like Matt said, we have a calendar that we're going to keep updated on our website. You'll also see us in the ECA newsletter. So we'll make it very clear how you guys can get involved. And, you know, we also take recommendations. If you guys want like a specific speaker to speak at one of these events, or you're interested in a particular startup, you know, we really want to, you know, foster that sense of community and help each other out to get to where we all want to go. So yeah, that's what uni's about. So yeah.
Tama?
Yes.
What's the Slack? I don't know. I've never, it's my first year in
Ah,
and I've never
wow,
heard
look,
of
yes.
Slack.
Wow, okay, cool. So I'm sure by now you guys have all registered for Discord, and Discord is great. Slack is an alternative to Discord, and it's essentially the same thing, I'd say. And yeah, it's just a personal preference. I think we just prefer Slack a bit. If any of you are gonna start working in internships, you know, you're probably gonna be using other things, but Slack is one of them. So, you know, we're already using the tools that they use in industry. So, you know, getting that real hands-on experience. So yeah, I'm actually gonna post it in the Discord. Oh, this Discord is popping. Look at that, Gces.
What's the Discord link?
I'll share. Oh, are people in the Discord? Is everybody in the Discord?
Yeah, mostly.
Oh, okay,
And on the
everybody's
Discord, I just posted it, and you can ask all your questions to the
Oh, that's
GCS
chill.
community in that little area.
Yo, shout out Mohammed, man. He posted our stuff. Yo, shout out Mohammed. CSC represent.
Awesome. So if nobody has any more questions, no, last call, going once, going twice. Cool, awesome. So feel free to, everybody, if you forgot or whatever, go to the GCS Society specific Slack, channel in Discord and ask them the questions. they'll put all their information up there. Thank you, GCES.
Yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to come. It's super, like G says, it's a new society, looks super amazing, super interesting. So I wish you all the best in the semester, and students get involved. It's awesome. It's important. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good rest of the frosh.
Thank you.
Thank you.